Hello, it's Marie here, and today's video I'm going to be sharing with you 4 things to avoid in life, business, creativity, and it's the four really common things I see come up a lot in people when they're trying to move forwards, create, shift, transform, all the juicy things, and also 4 things that I myself have done. Because I also share from personal experience over the last decade of really dedicating my life to transformations and shifting and all of these things. So yeah, I want to share these with you so you can not hinder your progress and allow yourself to move forward in the best possible way. So number 1 is thinking or believing that you don't know what it is that you want. Okay, you do. When we get into that energy of we don't know what it is we want, we don't know what it is that we're looking to do, this is always from the mind's perspective, and our mind can be so overloaded with thoughts and ideas and perspectives. And again, if you've tuned into any of my stuff, you're going to know where I'm going to head with this. It's always about coming back into your soul, coming back into your truth and your wisdom and your knowing. And I believe this fully, even if you don't right now, and it's okay if you don't, but I believe this from the hundreds and hundreds of clients I've worked with over the years and all of my own inner growth things in life and business and creativity, that we do know. It's just sometimes it's clouded with our heads and in other kind of perspectives. So the way then to come out of this, not believing or thinking that you actually know what you want or how to do it, is to ask yourself better questions. So remember, whatever we're feeding ourselves, we believe, right? No, if we're thinking this repetitive thought, I don't know what I want, I don't know what I want to do, we're reinforcing that, and then it becomes true. So we want to kind of snap out of that, break out of that, and ask yourself better questions. So this is why I'm a big fan of journaling, reflective thinking, usually journaling though, because it really gets into the heart of things. So asking yourselves better questions. So I'll maybe do another video on journaling, perhaps. Let me know if you'd like to hear that, or explore that a bit more. But just some better questions like what would light me up, what feels really good to my soul. Ask yourself, like, show me, soul, show me what is true for me, show me what matters to me, things like that. And you can often find yourself seeing the most amazing synchronistic messages or little hints that the universe will show you. God, source, universe, whatever you want to refer to it as, will show you. Your guides will also show you. So yeah, that's a really good one. Just ask yourself different questions, because that kind of opens the doorways up, and then it gets you out of this being stuck, right? And I did this for a long time. I was like, I don't know what I want, I don't know what I want to do, but secretly I did. But sometimes we just need the courage to drop in and find it and allow that spark, right, to grow and to nurture. And this is an area I love. So if you have any questions on that, pop them below. I love to hear. Okay, number 2, another thing that hinders our progress is doing all the action taking without energetically aligning to it. So what this means is you might be, let's say, whatever area, it could be fitness, could be entrepreneurial endeavors, creative things, whatever it is, whatever you're working on. If you're always just taking the action, so let's say you follow this strategy and then you try this blueprint and you do these 10 steps and then you try this strategy over here, and you're always doing that, but you're not energetically lined up to it, you're going to find that it's only part of the puzzle. And this is where a lot of people end up coming into my space to work with me at some point, because they, typically, let's say they're building a business or, trying to create something, and they're trying, they've spent thousands of dollars, right, or pounds on courses and programs teaching you the how to build this and how to do this or how to lose weight or how to XYZ, but the energy isn't supporting that. So imagine you're doing all the steps, but your energetics, like your beliefs, your thoughts, your feelings, your energy, your focus, your vibration and frequency isn't aligned. So it doesn't matter what action steps you take, you're going to get stuck. So that's why the energetics are so important. They are like, I don't really like statistics, but let's just say like 80 to 90% of importance, right? Because everything is energy. So the action is kind of the easy bit in a way. So that's often what kind of keeps people stuck in lack of progress. And then number 3 is the kind of opposite, flipping that around. And again, I see a lot of people when they come to work with me doing this, is they're doing all the energy and mindset. So they get that the 80, 90% of real importance is their own energy and frequency and vibration. And they're doing all the shifts, they're working on their beliefs, they've shifted and healed and made space in themselves emotionally, and they've done all this amazing, incredible, juicy work, but then they're not taking any action. and I've been in both camps, by the way. I've done it the other way, where I've just explained, where we've done it completely like action taking and not aligned, really hard work. I've also done it this way, where I've done all the manifesting and the visualizing and the journaling and the meditating and all of that wonderful stuff, and then I was taking zero action. I wasn't showing up, like, say, in my business. I wasn't like making the offers, creating the services, like showing up, and all of these things required. So then there was like a stuckness, and this is what I see a lot of people, typically kind of maybe the people that are more connected, their heart centered, their soul led, and they get that piece. This might be you. Where we forget, it's like we actually have to take the action. Like, the universe will support us, but we have to take the action as well. And it's really just kind of getting this balance, which I'm all about, like the practical and the energetics, beautifully getting them in balance. And that's where we can catapult results. So now I'll just talk about my own kind of experience. I feel like when I've done the most creativity and moving myself forward in all areas, it's always when I've done the energetic alignments and then the physical, practical action taking, and I've actually created it. But getting these two working in harmony is the most important thing, and that's what I'm all about. So if you're interested in any of that, just check in the description. You can check out ways I can assist you on any of this, because I love it. And then number 4, slightly different topic, but another thing that really, really can hinder people's progress, and again, I've been there as well, is looking around at what others are doing, especially those closest to you. So sometimes we're looking at our friends and our family and our social circles, which is the obvious because they're the ones closest to us, that can hinder us, because unless we're surrounded by people who are really understanding the mission, the path we're on, what we're here, people like us, we're here to create and grow and expand and not live the ordinary life, right? You didn't come here to settle, you didn't come here for mundane. So unless you've got a crafted circle around you, sometimes you might have from masterminds or programs, but if you haven't, that can really distract you, that can really hinder your progress, because you're looking and comparing yourself to these loved ones, or maybe not so loved ones, depending on what their beliefs are. And we can pick that up really, really, like a lot. And then the other thing as well is that kind of cloning is going on everywhere, and that's a whole other subject, right, about cloning. But I'm not talking about that kind of cloning. I'm talking about cloning in terms of people that say they work with a mentor or a coach or a guide or something, and then I see this a lot, where they then emulate. You might have seen this, right, if you're in this space, same as me, where someone will work with someone and then you start to see them dress like that person, they talk like that person, they sort of create their brand like that person. And it always saddens me a bit, because I feel like, they've lost that connection to who they are, their distinct energetic signature that makes you, right? So another way that you might be hindering your progress is if you're not really following who you really are. And that's the crux of everything, right? Who are you really? And are you giving yourself the green light to really follow what's inside of you, really who you are? And that might take some getting to know yourself. It might take you some more time to deepen that connection. But I highly encourage you to do this, because it is how I have progressed in any area. And, once you make that connection, it's impossible to not be you, right? And there are lots of levels and layers. But it's important to be aware of this and really make it a work in progress, so that you can continue to release those layers. Like, I feel like I'm always releasing another layer and another layer and another layer. I've never really done, but it's like this deepening of this connection. So this is how we really move ourselves forward, and we can reach heights that can amaze us and delight us and surprise us, right? And I really feel that we're all capable of this, and we came in with a real beautiful, expansive soul that really just wants to be expressed. So where can you express yourself fully, or where can you take another action point where you really do allow yourself to fully express who you are, and practice that? So that is it. That's my 4 things to avoid. Avoid these things. thinking you don't know what you want, really ask yourself better questions, doing the action without the energetics, doing the energetics without the action, and then comparing yourself to others. Let's release those 4 things right now and step into this higher level version of you that you truly are. So I'd love to know, pop in the comments below if you feel inclined to share whenever you're watching this, which one of these was a good takeaway for you, which one will you want to implement, or where do you need to practice? Share whatever you love, because I'd love to comment below and connect with you in the comments. So I'm always checking the comments myself. So if there's anything you want to share, I would love to see. And if you have any questions, as always, you know where I am, pop them below and I'm happy to answer some questions if it's aligned with the channel, of course. Okay, so that's it from me. I send you lots of love, and I will talk to you again in the next video.